Hello everybody and welcome back. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. Hi.
Hello.
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 Welcome back. I'm excited.
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to this.
I am too.
I've got so many things prepared to kill you all. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and go in a loop? I'm Chesh. I'm doing DM stuff. You can find me on my channel or my newly monetized debate hub if you like smarter people things than me. Dapper, who are you?
This is technically my channel, even though I'm not really super running it this moment. I actually do have the studio open, so I'm kind of running it. It doesn't matter. Chesh is producing. I'm playing Astenu. He's a wizard mostly, but with one level of fighter for so I can wear armor and use a longsword and a shield.
After you were just complaining about martial classes and their level ups.
One level of fighter, Chesh. One. I didn't even take a level of fighter.
We're not leveling up our martial levels. We don't
Yeah.
get the
Oh,
benefits.
well, that's a decision that you are making.
Anyway, yes, my main channel is Dapper Dinosaur, where you can find me mostly doing stuff, debunking pseudoscience, primarily young Earth creationism, although not exclusively. And most recently, I had a chat with Will Duffy, who got angry.
Angie.
Yeah, because apparently,
yeah.
yeah, he decided that actually science shouldn't have standards and best practices. Instead, you should just kind of go on vibes, I guess. I don't really know what his objection was.
Yeah, sounds about right. What's going on, Jordan? Who are you?
Hi, I'm playing Yastin Velkar, who is a human wizard, an illusionist, with a rocky relationship with his parents. But that's not important. What's really important is money and the things it can buy you. Mainly the things it can buy for my familiar Sir Mittens.
Sir Mittens is very important. Metageeky, who are you?
Hi, I'm Kate, otherwise Metageeky Platypus Librarian. I am not online at all, other than I'm just chronically online, just not producing anything. I am playing Thunk. Thunk is wild magic barbarian. I have tail and fuzzy ears because I grew up in Feywild. I hit things.
You're a goblin, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, and a goblin.
Yeah.
A lot of goblin
And if
energy
we
in this
do-
show.
There is.
Yeah. And I do want to point out that I am wearing my favorite work shirt today. It is a skeleton reading a book. I'm a librarian at a medical college, so I argue this is a work shirt.
I agree that
that
it is a
seems
work
reasonable.
shirt, and it's
Yeah.
about to be really topical. Zerolon.
Oh no.
Great.
I do not wear my work shirts on stream because they are very, very, very yellow and shiny. I'm Zerlon. I'm playing Stripe, who is a little kobold that was raised in a temple by a half orc, and she still carries her mother's shield. And she is the in charge of keeping everyone else from dying. And she may or may not do her job depending on how she feels about the party that particular day.
Valid.
Except that in a 2025 D&D, we got rid of all the half orcs and half elves.
I mean, they can say they did, but let's be honest. Humans are going to stick things in wherever, and there's going to be a lot of half whatevers.
Yeah, I thought it was a stupid decision myself.
Well, when we last left our heroes, they were shipwrecked on the side of an island after
That
a
might be a
big
turtle.
clawed arm came out of the water and hit the water again and knocked their ship over. Welcome. You made it to the island. Good job.
Is the island an original Therizinosaurus?
I don't think so.
You've all
All right,
survived. They've leveled up. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
My first action is
Go on.
to use prestidigitation to clean myself.
Noted. All the
Not
seawater.
Mittens? You didn't clean
Sir
Sir Mittens first.
Sir Mittens can disappear into his interdimensional pocket and back to clean himself, so I don't need to use a spell for that.
Okay.
Not
I'm
even
going
a
to check my
cantrip.
party, make sure nobody's, gravely wounded or anything.
Yeah, it seems
Sounds
that
pretty
everybody is
good.
Yeah, everybody's at whatever hit points they were at when we last left our heroes. Lieutenant Matt, the Navigator for 5 says, at least you aren't wearing your mother's skull. That's in a kid's game, people. Yes, Cubone exists.
Oh, no. Don't get me started on in a kids thing because I read Wings of Fire. I can get you all of the in a kids. What's this character do? He mind controls his dad, makes him rip out his own tongue and disembowel himself. A kid story.
For kids!
There's always Kimba the White Lion who wears his dad's skin around to pretend to be him.
Gabumon also exists.
Turns out there's
anyway.
a whole lot of weird, dark stuff.
Yeah, in kids things. So, you arrived. You've basically landed on a. It's not what I would call a beach. There's what's left of what looks like some sort of dock that at least has been, well, looks like it's been underwater for quite some time. It's started to rot away. There's like a little bit of. It looks like there's plant life that did live here, but most of it's just waterlogged and salt-logged and rotting and dying because it looks like it was stuff that was living above ground that was living underwater for way too long of a period of time.
That's the ultimate fate of all organic life forms.
The boat that we were on, is it destroyed? Do we know?
Yeah, go ahead and make some checks. Investigation and perception checks on your boat.
I got an 18 in investigation.
Anybody else rolling?
Yeah.
Do it.
I
I
also got an
rolled, but I'm not
18,
investigating
but
well.
that was on perception.
Okay, 18 perception and 18 investigation. All right. You find that most of your crew is intact. There's like a little bit worse for wear. They're a little bit waterlogged, but it looks like everybody is able to pretty much stay on board. The ship is damaged. It's like scraped. There's parts of it. You can see where there was damage that was likely done with both an 18 and with two 18s in both. You're able to distinguish that it looks like some of the damage was done by like just getting tossed around in the water. Some of it done by sharks from when you were attacked, and some of it from just, crashing and landing on this side of the island. Talking to the captain, she explains that it looks like they can repair it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Maybe a week, but most of their provisions survived. The cow is fine, for anyone who cares.
Good. Dunk was worried about cow. Can't talk to cow, though. You spell already.
Forgot
Okay.
the cow existed.
So, how long will it take us to repair this vessel? Or by us, I mean the collective us, including our crew.
Including the crew, yeah. Let me roll my own percentile dice. That's 20.
Matt the Navigator for $2 says, most urgent damage control task. Is the rum gone?
Is the rum
I responded.
gone?
I am in fact out of rum right now because I've been I'm moving and I'm trying to get rid of my alcohol, store before I have to move. So I have no rum. But I have
Rum isn't
this is
rum.
salted caramel whiskey.
They say that it's going to take. They rolled pretty well. They think that they managed to get everything that they need. It's just going to take them time, and most of the damage is not structural in nature. So they are like maybe a week and a half. Not too much longer than that. It shouldn't take, at least. Especially if we can maybe make use of some of the wood and woods that's around here, as long as we can work in shifts. If there's anything useful, we'll have to check it out, though. It doesn't look so great. It smells terrible. It smells like something that's been dragged out and has been rotting under the water.
Once again,
Dunko.
just my
Smells
choice
like
in ship is justified.
Absolutely.
Could we
Absolutely.
perhaps scout around for any dangers on the island that might afflict the crew?
That's a good idea. Estenia, we definitely should scout and maybe we can find some materials to help them. Maybe there's another ship that's
Okay,
better and less
listen.
likely to get attacked by sharks.
I still think walking would have been a better idea.
I mean, I agree, but I can't walk on water. I'm not that kind of cleric.
on the seafloor.
Wouldn't you rust?
No.
Noted.
All right. Well, it sounds like our minions have this well in hand. So we can go off and do the thing we came here to do. While they, repair the boat or whatever.
Of course. Would you like to check the book again?
Yes, I will, in fact, read the book
Oh.
again.
Book!
Are you?
All right, we have a magic book.
You
Right.
do have a magic book.
Is it wet?
And you need Dunk to help translate.
Where were you keeping
Dunk
it?
is scholar.
That's a good
I
question.
was
Where you-
keeping it
Oh.
in my backpack with everything else.
It's soggy but not damaged. Like the outside has like a sheen on it. Like the outside of it is wet, the inside is dry.
Yeah, I mean, it's a magic book, so right? So
It is a magic book.
Maybe water is its one weakness. We don't know.
It could be. You don't know. It's not like there's no
It's-
water
it's
damage in
resistant
this
to
game,
water.
and all the water damage is force
Yeah,
damage.
it's water damage doesn't hurt it. It's dihydrogen monoxide it has to watch out for.
That's dangerous stuff. That's in every cancer cell,
It
you
is
know.
too. You know, when I was
That's
in
why I
when I was in
only drink
college, I had to give a public speech about the difference between honesty and truth, and I did an entire rant about dihydrogen monoxide.
Nice.
do
I like it.
I need to make a check to read this book?
It's got some common in it, so you might not get the full context, and you
Well-
do know how to activate it at this point. So you
I
will need
can
to roll
rit-
check for that.
Assuming I have 10 minutes, I have comprehend languages as a ritual.
Yeah, if you would like to ritual cast you. Basically, you're rolling a DC, but you can make the DC go down by comprehend language.
I now comprehend languages.
Wonderful. All right, go ahead and roll me a Arcana check, since you're doing magic and nonsense.
I only rolled a 2, which gives me a 12.
Not bad. You have a pretty solid understanding. Plus, with the comprehend language, and plus that you've been using this book to navigate for a little while now, the book basically pops up as you expect. It seems to have zoomed in a little bit to the island itself, and it is basically as you're doing one of these, and as it does the zoom in, it basically is telling you to go to the top. To the surprise of probably nobody, the book does, however, as you're doing this, start flicking the pages on its own.
Okay.
And as it flicks through the pages on its own, some of the words that it goes by fast, and some of the words that you're able to pick up with your comprehend language, some that are in Sylvan and some that are in Common, are sort of listing off hazards. So things like there's a cave system that is considered dangerous. It's pointing out areas to avoid, like don't go over here, look out for that thing. There's a geyser on that side, and it's telling you sort of a little bit about how to navigate upwards and in without running into too many, at least as far as you know, environmental hazards.
Excellent.
Hey, listen, watch out!
A little bit. It's basically going to give you advantage on navigating through the space.
All right. Well, unless it's
I-
close to nightfall, I say we just get started.
Yeah. Dunk says,
a little bit past
wait a
That
minute,
would
Yastin.
make sense.
Yeah. Yastin, you just did magic, right? I can help you. So Dunk starts rubbing her ears violently and then sticks a finger out and gives you a little bit of a shock. Roll a d4.
You want me to roll a d4?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay. 4.
This is a good thing. What did you roll?
Or
I rolled a 4.
Or
Oh, 4, sorry. It's you can now recover any one spell of level 4 or under.
Well, my highest slot is 3, so 3 it is.
there you go. Very
Right?
nice.
I have bolstered you, so I can't bolster you again until a long rest.
Excellent. I feel suitably bolstered.
as you proceed into what looks to be like rotted old jungle for all intents and purposes, some of these trees, instead of having vines hanging off of them anymore, have like seaweed that is like looping down. As you're walking, you get like a rank smell. There's like fish. One of them's still alive off to the side, just kind of flopping because it, you know, it just came out of the water. It's only been like maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours since you crash landed. There seems to be like a bit of a mess, needless to say.
Having grown up in California and spent a lot of time on the coast, yes.
Yeah, it's basically
Those
like
don't
low
smell
tide.
good.
Yeah, there's like clams and stuff that are like in some of these trees that have like seemed to have like started living there, and there's some of them are like falling off and like not doing so hot. There's a lot of death going on here.
Are we seeing any tree octopi?
Not yet.
POTUS.
You can roll a perception check.
Octopody, there you go.
There you go. The dark mantles.
Ooh, that would be dangerous.
That would be dangerous.
Of course, you know, I'm referring to the Pacific.
I'm going to go live on an airless moon.
Fair.
That sounds very unfashionable.
Thunk could not visit you then. Thunk need breathe.
Does a Senu have a sense of smell?
Probably. I guess so, yeah. Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I shouldn't have had the voice changer on for that. Probably, yeah. I guess so, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to roll perception checks? And
Yeah.
I will, since you're navigating, I will allow Jordan to roll with advantage.
15. We're gonna get lost while going uphill as our direction. Wait, which way is up again?
17.
17?
11.
11?
Stripe?
10.
10? Okay. So as you're making your
I
way...
already said 10, but I think I walked on.
As you make your way up, you're picking through, you're noticing that it's becoming, like, difficult terrain, but particularly with a 17, you sort of catch something out of the corner of your eye that looks like more worked or polished stone, like stonework. It's just a little bit off to the side and around a bend if you want to go check it out. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Sure, why not?
All right, off they go.
The DM described a thing. We better look at it.
We better look at it. Better go check it out.
It's on an island that's magical, and worked in polished stone indicates that there was someone who was here who had enough money in order to pay stonemasons. And it might be a tomb or something. You know what they bury in tombs?
Money.
Valuable items that we could then take.
Corpses that I could revivify.
And
What if
things.
there just was a stonemason who washed up on this island and decided to polish some stones and wasn't paid for it?
It's all possible. That's the kind of risk you take when you embark on a life of adventure.
You may remember that when you were examining the journal early on and while you've studied it, that it did indicate that there were people that lived here.
And people have money.
Adventure, grave robbing, tomato.
The dead don't need it.
Thunk pauses everything and goes like, "Let me smell." And because of my wild magic, I can cast detect magic for free.
Very nice. Let me double check detect magic so I make sure.
And
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
guys,
have to
don't
use a
forget,
spell
I am a
slot for it.
cleric. I do have guidance.
Please read out detect magic for our viewers.
For the duration you set, which is 10 minutes, you sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet of yourself. If you sense such effects, you can take the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object. And if an effect was created by a spell, you can learn the spell School of Magic.
Fantastic.
And it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, wood, dirt or wood, 1 inch of metal, or a thin sheet of lead.
Which is a metal, which I hate how that's described.
Fair enough. As you come up on this area, you find that it appears to be what looks like... I don't want to necessarily... Like, it's a house. It's not, like, built like a standard house that you would expect. It's more built like one of... It's like... looks like more of, like, the villages in Minecraft. Where there's, like, here's a little bit of a house here, here's a little bit of a house here, here's a little bit of a house here, and then there's, like, a little bit of stonework that you can kind of barely make out, where some of it's been, like, a little bit overgrown, but most of the overgrown spot looks like it's, like, underwater plant life. Or, like, sea life. It's not overgrown by, above, like, terraria.
Okay. So there's, like, the ruins of a house here?
Yeah, and as you go around, you start seeing there's a couple of them.
Gotcha.
You
Some of
described
them
it in
have, like,
Minecraft
doors.
terms. How does it work in Ark terms?
I don't know enough about Ark.
See, and now I'm immersion's lost.
I'm basically saying that they're small, like, one-room houses. They're not, like, elaborate multi-room places.
I'm
Are
just
there
teasing you, Chesh. I've played
Are there
Minecraft a lot.
Are there any pipe organs?
Not that you found yet.
Damn.
Well, are any of the buildings larger than one room? Because if not, then I don't need to ransack a town of peasants.
As you are traveling through and start kind of walking through what seems to be like a small community, there is one larger building that you can go and check out.
Perfect.
It looks a little bit more ornate than the rest, and it looks a little bit more like a temple than anything else.
Temples have lots of money. Perfect.
Now,
Wonderful.
see,
Roll
Stripe is
perception
supposed to be a
checks.
good girl. Stripe is supposed to be a good girl. I shouldn't be raiding temples, but it's not my god's temple.
But it's
So clearly
probably a
it's
bad.
heathen.
It's probably an evil god's temple. 15.
Right, well, you know my god's Tiamat, right?
Then
I mean,
it's
I
probably a
don't
good
like
god's
her,
temple.
but-
Whatever. Whatever you think
It's
bad
probably-
is, it's that one.
It's probably
As
not
you
a
make-
temple to Tiamat.
As you make your way
15.
through into the temple, you notice that there's like some tapestries that are old and wrecked by water damage. There's like some rugs on the floor. There's some cushions that are around like mats. They've been kind of strewn around like water has gushed into the area and blasted it all out. And you start to notice with anything above a 15 for sure, and mostly if you've gotten above a 10, you start to notice there's like a couple of bodies of people. Some human, some smaller, some a little bit larger. Various, one of them looks like a bird of some kind, large enough to be like a medium-sized bird. Skeletons with a little bit of clothing, tattered clothing left on them. Some of them have like a little bit of flesh left over.
Yes.
I'm going to use my mage hand to poke all the corpses to make sure they don't move and get up.
As you do that, none of them appear to be moving. None of them appear to
Good.
be getting up. And the
Yes.
far side of the temple, there is carved a very large water lily.
Do you remember what I told you last when we were in the castle about how stupid tapestries are? This is a case in point.
Well, noted. When I have my
I mean, look
mansion,
at-
I will prevent flood damage.
And just don't
Look
get
at the stupid
tapestries
water
that use
lily.
Bas reliefs. Bas reliefs last much, much
What?
longer.
What kind of god is the water lily? I mean, look at, and I'll point to my shield and my glorious holy symbol, which is the standard, red dragon with the 5 claw marks behind it. Except the dragon has like googly eyes, one bigger than the other, and its tongue is
sticking
going
out.
in one nostril and out the other. Yeah, like literally, it's like in one nostril and other
Aw.
because she is a cleric of Tiamat, but she doesn't like Tiamat. So well, look, they're supposed to be like this. They're supposed to have like some flair to them.
You're welcome to roll a religion
That's just like
check.
a flower.
16.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
16 religion.
Ooh, natural 20. Which makes
Thunk
it
is
for
going to
24.
try to use her religion. That's a 7, which is amazingly good for her.
Not bad.
You got like a
Um,
-2.
On a 17,
-1, actually.
it is not a religion that you recognize. On a 20, as far as you know, there is no god that associates directly with a lily, like a water lily like this.
Okay, so I don't know what this would be. I mean, back when I was with my mom and we were in the temple, and all I had got to do was read like holy books all day from like every whatever thing I had to. I don't recognize anything on this.
So it's no god at all. Excellent. So there's no problem.
I
with
mean,
us
none
looting.
like the Dark Lady.
Yeah.
I guess not. I mean, the dead don't need it, and we could do better with it than they can, right?
For sure. Yeah. All right. Let's look for hidden stuff then.
By all means, roll investigation checks.
15.
Zero!
That negative.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20 if you said 15? 2 and 0? Okay.
Alright.
Two of you are just kind of distracted with the corpses. Being like, what's going on with these guys? Like, what's up with this? The other two are
Donkey's
able to
just
go through
chasing her tail.
a handful of the rooms relatively quickly, and you find beds that are like still soggy and wet and gross. You find books. The books are damaged beyond repair. But you are able to get a rough idea that this island has been underwater for over a decade. Like, some time has passed. And it looks like the people here, and as you're sort of looking at the corpses as you're going by, and as you're sort of seeing the state of things, it seems like they were caught off guard, that the island just down they went, and they drowned.
Hopefully our holy man can breathe underwater.
As the day a couple of hours have passed. The day's not over. It's not getting into twilight or anything yet. But as a few hours go by, you get, since one of you has cast Detect Magic, are you inside or outside of a building? Thunk?
I thought that we went into this, temple, didn't we? So I would say inside.
Okay, so at the sort of more like the last second, you get the ping of Detect Magic as this mist envelops and goes down over to the bottom. The mist that you would recognize as was shown on the book when you initially looked at the island. The smoke coming out the top.
Uncle,
It's just
Misty.
The Detect
Don't
Magic...
know what that is, but... Yeah.
The Detect Magic is
magic.
indicating necrotic magic.
Yeah, Dunk goes,
okay.
Smells like death. Not good magic. Bad magic.
Does it hurt to be standing in this mist?
Do you step into it? You're in a temple
I
right
thought it
now.
was like all over top.
Oh,
of
it like went up, down, like it went up and over the temple. It's not quite permeating inside yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should not step into the necromancy mist. Though I am curious what'll happen if we throw a corpse in there.
Well, has the mist reached any of the corpses?
Not the ones that you're currently around yet.
I'm going to start hacking at them.
You're gonna start
With my
breaking up the
sword.
corpses? Okay.
Yes, I've played Dead Space, all 3 of them. I know what's up. I'm gonna start stomping on these bodies and breaking them into tiny little pieces.
Should I throw corpse?
Yeah, you can pick up a corpse and throw it if you want.
Dunk asking. Dunk does not really understand magic, so... But I can throw one pretty...
I think it would be wise to experiment with one corpse and see what happens.
Also, Chesh, I think there's a super chat for you.
Hey, if you're asking me to read that, you're adorable.
What do you mean? It's right there. Just read it for everyone. It's just some basic IPA. No? You don't want to read? I'm not even sure I can. That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So Sylvan Epiglottal stop for 100 Argentinian pesos. Says, okay. That's Sylvan for front door, I guess. And I'm pretty sure that I butchered at least some of that.
I wouldn't be able to
You
tell
did better
the
than I would have.
Yay.
All right, roll some attacks against corpses with your sword. You're doing
Okay.
slashing
Fun,
damage.
fun fact: I am actually
Presumably.
medically tongue-tied and can't make all the sounds.
Oh, that's fine.
Ooh.
And
So
if you-
that was a
Yeah, go ahead.
24.
That hits.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, sounds good. You don't have to roll
And
damage. I
it's-
just want you to roll a couple to make sure you're not like
Oh, okay.
making a
yeah.
mess.
Let's see.
And if you want to go
Then
ahead
I
and throw
rolled a
corpse,
17. And you said how many do you want me to roll? 3, 2?
like 3. 3 is fine.
Okay. This is my third one. So it's 24, 17, and I rolled a 1.
There you go. You got one where your sword gets stuck in like the rib cage of like one of the corpses.
Disgusting.
If you guys would like to throw a corpse in to the mist, by all means, which corpse would you like to throw? Would you like to throw a humanoid one, a smaller one, the bird-shaped one?
Not the bird, not the one that can fly.
No. But Dunk would have to throw a smaller one, just preferably in order to get the,
Yeah,
know,
sure.
you
You grab
altitude
one of the
with it.
smaller ones. Make me a strength check to see how far into this you throw this thing.
Well, while Thunk is rolling straight, you guys want to see how far I can stick my tongue out since I'm tongue-tied?
Yeah, do it. That's not a lot.
I'm not rolling good tonight.
That's it. That was actually painful to do.
8.
8? Not very far. It just kind of like skids into the out of the door and into the.
Did it touch the
That's
mist?
right.
It's in the mist. Yeah, it made it in the mist. It's fine.
Is anything happening?
Not right away.
Sweet. Well, I pronounce this mist completely safe and harmless.
All right.
We should keep looting this temple.
Is Thomas Jane around?
Who?
Thomas Jane, lead actor from The Mist by Frank
Oh.
Darabont.
No. Maybe that's one of the
Oh, okay.
corpses. You could try asking one of them.
I don't have to
that
speak with
spell.
dead. Yeah.
You have a cleric.
I do. I could ask him, but I'm not gonna.
We probably shouldn't waste our speak with dead on Are You Thomas Jane, the actor from The Mist.
The more resources you want to waste, the more I'm here for it.
I just want
Okay,
whatever
well-
gold is in this temple.
You will recall when you looked at the book that there was more than one of these places indicated on the map.
Yeah. And I want to know how much gold this one has.
Okay.
Yeah, but you did mention that there was a bird, right?
Yes, there's a corpse of what looks to be a corvid.
Is it a
A
kinku?
corvid. Oh,
Medium
Is it like an
sized
actual bird?
Wait,
corvid.
So it's a kinku.
we can tell it's a
Got
corvid.
it.
We can tell it's a corvid just from the skeleton.
Probably.
Wow.
yeah. Dunk's
I
like,
mean, Dapper probably could,
"Steve!"
but I couldn't.
All right, after this, we have to have a competition where Zeralong gets a bunch of bird skeletons, and then Chesh and I have to guess which taxonomic family each one belongs to.
Why me?
That would be fun.
'Cause you-
Yeah, so
See?
Dunk
'Cause
looks
it would be
at
fun.
the bird skeleton,
Yeah.
does a nature check, and gets a 16.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Just trying to identify, maybe learn more. Dunk knows that its name is Steve if it's corvid, so.
Oh, they're all named Steve.
Yep.
even
You
the
gotta
Blue
watch out for
Jays.
Steve.
Established
Steve is
that in
all-
session 0.
It's all trouble.
It appears to be a medium-sized bird of the corvid variety. It was, at least.
Dapper chat. Can anybody remember what this cat's name is?
No.
No.
All right. You're gonna keep looking throughout this building and look for like secret doorways or whatever.
Yeah. I don't want to go in
Yeah.
the mist. And I don't
Or
think the
even
mist is
secret
gold.
tunnels.
Secret
Ooh.
tunnels.
Somebody
Specifically
not
ones
only
that
got
you're
her
told to
name,
avoid.
but they got her full name. This is, in fact, Fidget Marie.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Roll me another round of checks.
What kind?
Investigation?
Investigation if you're looking for secrets.
19.
19, very nice.
Two.
17.
23.
23. As you, avoiding the mist and staying away from, like, windows for the most part, you find sort of like a back room into sort of, that leads into more of like an inner sanctum that appears to be more underground. It's like built into the side of this mountain that you're in. And the inner sanctum has, like, it's got sort of like a foyer-styled room. And then it has like a
Thank you for not saying foyer.
it's a big set of doors. The door has a, with the 23 for sure, you find that the doors they're locked via mechanism, and they are very heavy. They are stone doors. And appear to be airtight.
Times when I wish I brought... Oh, I do have knock, but I don't have it prepared.
Why?
F.
I have thieves' tools.
Why do people make
Technically,
doors
I
that
do
are
too.
so inconvenienced?
With a high enough check, you have found the mechanism. It's sort of just off to the side. It's like a little behind, like a little slidey stone.
For 100 Argentinian pesos, Sylvan Epiglottal Stop says, keep in mind Sylvan would be pronounceable if Thunk hadn't said Epiglottal Stop last session. By the way, best animal means pelagic tunicate, and that is a dirty lie, sir. I don't appreciate it.
Use your thieves' tools to try to unlock the door.
We could also take a short rest, and then I could just prepare.
The door is also not
Or could
magically
just knock door down.
locked.
Yeah.
Does not appear to be a... Because I'm going to give you, like,
suppose...
to say that your detect magic is still going.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear to be magically locked.
I got a 24.
Oh, yeah. You manage it. You manage
Nice.
it, no problem. You're like, locks. Get out of here. The door...
Someday we'll defeat door.
It's,
Yeah,
it's the
the
gold,
one
It's the
time.
gold dragon claw. You spin every ring 2 times and then click it. You don't. It's fine. We've all opened that door so many times.
The floor in here is dry. Bone dry. Doesn't appear to have been any water that got through into the sanctum. Inside the sanctum, you can see 5 individuals, 4 of which are facing away from the door, 1 of which is facing on a pedestal towards you, unmoving.
But
Okay.
bones aren't actually dry. They're wet.
On the ground is a mural styled, like, stone design that also appears to be a blooming lily, water lily.
These are people and not statues.
They appear to be.
Thunk, are they
Yes.
magic?
Yeah, Dunk's like going. Dunk like starts sniffing.
The detect magic does not appear that they're magical.
Okay.
Are they
Don't
breathing?
think so.
Do you want to roll another perception check?
Sure. I got a 10.
They do not appear to be breathing. They are
there any
unmoving.
Are there any other exits to this room?
Not that you can see. They do appear to be in robes.
I wonder.
Oh,
if
they're
these
clearly
robes
evil cultists.
Hoods
Are
up on
hiding-
the ones facing away.
Valuables.
Ah, of course. The robes appear to be mostly blues.
Thunk, I think you should go push one of those off the pedestal.
Well, only the one is on a pedestal. The others are sitting on the floor.
I think you should push that guy off his pedestal.
Yeah, do it.
Dunk goes. Yeah, is it a guy?
Appears to be just the guy.
Yeah. Hey, Dunk goes.
Just a little
Going to
guy.
topple patriarchy. And Dunk like pushes them over.
All right, as you approach and step into the room and move in, as you get closer and as you step onto the pedestal, as you get closer, you do find that this person appears to be a corpse. Just a person, their eyes rotted away. They're sitting lotus style. They do not appear to be alive. And you knock him over. He had a fancy necklace on.
Oh, sweet. Excellent. Fancy necklace. That is why we're here.
There you go.
And he starts chopping again.
You're chopping these guys down too? Sounds good.
Yeah. Look, I
We
have
must-
played
we
way
must
too
disarm
much
them.
Dead Space. Corpses need to be ground into a fine paste lest they reanimate. That's just how it works.
Is this necklace magic? Or is it just fancy?
The necklace does not appear to be magical in nature, based on the detect magic, which I'm probably going to say after this room is done. 10 minutes have probably gone by. But it does not
Sweet.
appear to be magical based on the detect magic from Thunk.
Then I will non-magically, well, actually will magically with my mage hand, put it in my pouch.
Yeah, sounds good. It does look fancy, and it might hold some value. As your robot is hacking up corpses, is anybody staying out of the room, or is everybody going in the room?
I believe there was treasure, and I was correct, and so I'm definitely in the room.
I think the only one who's not
Some
definitely
cats
in the
do
room
that.
is Stripe.
Correct.
Yeah, Stripe. This is very temple-y, and Stripe has to be a good girl, and looting the temple's a little past that. So I'm in the room, but I'm just in the room.
Roll me a perception check.
Everyone or
Just
Stripe?
right.
Just Stripe.
Okay.
10.
Nope. What a shame. So sad.
Can I guidance myself?
No, you gotta do that beforehand.
But my character's name is Rhett Khan.
That'd be great. That's how you know what that would be? A divination wizard.
There is actually a Rick and Morty episode that has a supervillain named Brett Khan, and that is his powers. He can
Brett.
retcon things.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything
Actually,
else
in
you would
the,
like
the
to
video
do?
game SCP Containment Breach, you play as a character whose special ability is, in fact, that he can autosave and revert to previous states. That is his, diegetically, that's his power.
I'd like to search for, like, hidden doors in this chamber, coming off this chamber.
Go for it. Investigation check.
Have I turned these corpses into, like, small, tiny chunks yet?
Oh, yeah. You take your time
Okay.
and pull that off.
Borg
16.
is asking for more cats.
There does
Um,
not...
The standard Dapper rule applies. If you super chat $5 or more and name one of my cats, I will go fetch said cat.
You do not find any other rooms off of this. In fact, as you guys are kind of taking time, like breaking up the corpses, and since you did get close enough to like go and take some stuff off of it, these corpses look like they either suffocated in here or starved in here. They like basically meditated into like not having consciousness anymore and then died.
I mean, consciousness is overrated.
I mean, I guess it's better than, drowning.
Maybe. As you are exploring, as you make your way out of this room and head up the stairs, I will now allow everybody to roll a perception check.
6.
Hey, that's a number. That's a 17. That's a way better number.
18.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah,
no,
so
18.
Lieutenant Matt Netter says it's a very chill kitty, and then she immediately like just claws at me.
Nah.
If you rolled above a 12, as you are going up this, like sort of back up and out of this area, back into the foyer, back into the main hallway, you hear a bit of a scraping sound. It's not super loud, and it's not like every...
I am bleeding.
It's not like something dragging. It's just like steps, but they're a little bit scratchy. Sort of like
So it's not Pyramid Head.
And there seems
It's
to be like a...
zombies.
There's like a rhythm to it.
Is it dancing?
Just goes.
Dancing
It's
zombies.
the zombies from Thriller.
To it.
Is it
Yep.
is it in front of us or behind us?
Is in front of you.
Oh, cool, no problem. If it's in front of us, that means we can get the drop on it.
As you come
My
out,
ridiculously large shield comes out.
as you come out As you were back in that main room, you noticed that the mist has made its way down into the temple. It's been coming through the doors and windows, and it seems to be getting a little bit thicker, but it's not like obscuring your vision too badly. And you can see out the door where you threw a corpse. There seems to be some movement, and you see what appears to be a medium-sized bird moving in what looks to be a pattern of martial stances.
I told you guys not the bird.
It does not appear to be hostile as of right now.
So everybody's kung fu fighting. Is that what I'm getting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the stairwell. I'm sorry. Is this up from the secret? The room
Yeah, this
we were
is
in?
up and out, and you're past
Back
the
to where we
foyer, back to where you were, where you've already chopped up a couple of corpses, and now
Gotcha.
outside of the temple.
Okay.
It stops for a second, you see its head kind of... and it wanders off.
Is it one of the corvids?
That was the one you chose to throw, yes.
Okay, so
No, we
have
didn't
now
throw the
learned.
corvid. We picked
Oh,
one of
right, you
the
didn't
other
throw the
children.
corvid, you threw the gnome, basically. Okay, never mind, it's a gnome instead. It does the exact same thing.
Okay.
We've now learned that throwing corpses into the fog causes them to reanimate, dance, and then leave.
I mean,
do we want more entertainment?
You threw the gnome, and you have a kobold in the party, and I don't know if you guys know this, but kobolds and gnomes, we don't exactly get along on account of we kept them as slaves for a while, and they might have trapped our god in a infinite maze.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago, right?
Well, yeah, but he's trapped in an infinite maze, and I mean, look, I know that my brethren aren't exactly entirely smart. It's probably just like a square room with a door that says, like, bowl, and he's just pushing on it, but still.
I have a friend who traps people in infinite mazes. He has a lot of fun with it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not, like, putting shit on the infinite maze. I mean, it's just, like, maybe there might be some bad blood between, the kobolds and the gnomes, and, I mean, they just took that enslaving their entire race thing completely out of context.
Did they consider the like context of slavery in other nearby nations and how well the slaves were being treated and whether or not they were let go after 7 years?
I mean, it was the whole thing. Like, we treated them well. They dug up, gems and gold, and there was so much money. And they didn't even keep in mind that, like, other places, like other cultures, eat their slaves, and we never ate them mostly.
Sounds like they're overreacting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess it's probably getting close to nighttime, right?
It's probably getting twilighty.
I don't think it's a
sunsetty.
good idea for us to stumble through
I hate that story series, though.
the fog here, probably. So I vote we rest here and wait out the fog.
Tiny hut
I
time?
suppose I am on sentry duty.
Tiny hut time. So Leoman's
Oh, yes.
tiny hut causes a 10-foot emanation to spring into existence around me. Creatures and objects within it, when I cast a spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells level 3 or lower cannot pass through it.
Are
The
any-
inside
I killed a
is-
player with Lehman's tiny hut.
The inside is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. It has a dim light, though I can make it dark if, we want a sleepy time. And it's opaque from the outside of any color I choose. So I'm going to choose a, royal purple.
Wonderful.
Obviously.
Gold trim.
Yeah. It's
At least
it's like purple with gold banding on the bottom.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, "Look, now I need to watch out for sparkly vampires."
we
Yes.
gotta look out for
Yeah.
sparkly vampires.
So guys,
Stenu
I have to say, go ahead, Dapper.
Asanu will put his sword at his side and just like drop his arm with the shield, and then just remain completely still and absolutely unmoving for the entirety of the rest.
Inside
showing
or
absolute
outside of the hut?
inside the hut, inside the hut. Unless like anything happens, he just doesn't move and stands there menacingly.
Okay.
Donka actually climbs up on top of the Stenu and decides to sleep curled up around
Around his head.
neck. Yeah.
Stripe will do as she always does. I take my shield and I lay it flat on the ground and I curl up underneath it completely, and all you see is a shield laying on the ground because I am tiny and my shield is not. And I have to defend myself. The only reason I read Twilight is because when I was in boot camp, I tore out my knees and spent like an extra 3 months in boot camp in the convalescent unit, and one of the other guys bought all the Twilight books, and that was literally it. My choice was play Settlers of Catan, watch Full Metal Jacket, or read Twilight.
I'm not gonna defend myself. I was in high school when it came out, so I read it all. Junior high.
See,
and
when
high
I was in the Navy, the guys were passing around the Warhammer books, and that's how I started knowing about Warhammer.
I wish to hell we'd had that. I wish we had.
Yeah.
We literally
Big old
had Settlers of
veins.
Catan, Full Metal Jacket going 24/7, and then one guy had Twilight. That was it. That was my options.
Why would you have Full Metal Jacket playing nonstop at
Because it's boot camp.
Why?
Sylvan
that's
said, the real question is how many days did it take the slaves to get up after being beaten?
That is a good
2.4.
question. Because if it's
We're
more
fine.
than 3, you're in trouble.
So is everybody inside the hut, spending the rest inside the hut? Okay.
I think
Yes.
that is the plan.
Sounds good. Time passes. Anybody who is conscious enough to notice if you guys are taking a watch of any sort, you will notice.
I mean, I stay conscious the entire time.
Outside, okay, then you will notice outside of the hut, there is regular movement. You see what looks to be an amalgamation of between a skeleton and a zombie. It's hard to tell. They're mostly skeleton, but there's still some of them still have like pieces of flesh coming off. None of the ones that you fully destroyed seem to be moving, but you'll notice the gnome that you threw out. Some other ones come in. Looks like they're doing something. They're going through some sort of motion, and then they leave. They'll come in, go through another type of motion, and then leave. They don't appear, again, they still do not appear to be hostile, but they appear to be going through, like, their day-to-day motions.
As long as they don't interfere with our rest and or looting activities, they can do whatever they want.
They do not appear
Yeah.
to be interfering with your hut. They don't even seem to notice.
Can we go an 8-hour long rest?
Yeah, of course, unless you want to
Okay.
interrupt it.
So
I don't-
before I restore my spell slots, I'm gonna burn all of them casting Goodberry. So I just have a sack of good berries.
Wonderful. Fantastic. I love that. Are you splitting them up between your party members, or
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 100 good berries.
that's a lot of good berries.
That's a lot of good berries.
Good Lord.
We're all
So
gonna
yeah,
25 for
Double good
everybody.
bears in our mouth until we're round.
everyone gets 25 good berries. But as I'm passing them out, I'm going to explain to you the specific grape that these are, the vineyard where they were grown, and the year they represent.
Very
Look for
nice.
notes of cardamom and cinnamon.
But this one's a berry and it's a watermelon. How am I supposed to swallow this?
It is in fact a grape.
Unhinge your jaw, Snake Man. The just a
great.
fair warning, I am getting lightning, thunder, and rain right now, so if the stream shuts off, it's because the by power went out.
Nice.
All right, everyone.
We had a big
appreciate the
storm.
weather gods.
Yes. Tell Maddie to not Chesh out. We actually had a tornado warning in California the other day, and one of my friends in SLO, which is San Luis Obispo for people who know California, got a picture of a funnel cloud. We had a funnel cloud that was about halfway to touching down in California.
Neat.
Wow.
Because
Otherwise-
weather
Lots of
change is not a
escape treat to
thing.
Night passes. You regain your stuff. You are now
Yay.
having leveled up. Get all of your level up stuff. You're welcome.
Hooray!
And you are welcome to explore again as the day breaks. The fog is still there.
Okay. Just as a SOP in the morning, I'll conjure an unseen servant with a ritual to do our like daily tasks. They do like the laundry, they do the dishes, they clean, stuff.
Go fetch water.
Exactly. Like we have people for that. Magical people. And then when we're ready,
to change her underwear.
then when we're ready to go, I'll conjure my phantom steed, which is a quasi horse-like creature. And I can decide the creature's appearance, and it's equipped with a saddle bit and bridle. So this is like the most fancy, ostentatious stuff you can think. Like it's definitely gold trimmed. There might be gems on the
Gem encrusted.
yeah
Bridle.
yeah.
It's got like
It's
a
fancy, so
like,
it's a four-legged ostrich.
Does it have like a couple of bells on it to make it like ding ding ding?
Yeah, and its mane is braided.
Yeah. There's some
Skunk
ribbon
just
braided
looks
into
at
it.
horse and go, "Will not survive wilderness. No."
Well, it's an illusion, so no, it won't.
Doesn't need to.
It has a speed of 100, and if it takes any damage, the spell ends.
Very well. Are you getting on
All
this
right.
horse and going somewhere?
Yes, we're going. We're leaving. We're going, following our book to our destination.
Go uphill again.
Time
Yeah.
to go uphill, probably for the most of this day. As you make your way through the rest of what is left of, or what appears to be left of this town, you catch your, what does catch your eyes, there is a handful of skeletons. They are just, that look like they're going through daily rituals. They look like they're going through daily practices, daily rituals. Some of them are sitting out doing meditation. They don't appear to recognize or see anything that's going on. Once in a while you see two of them, like, look like they're having a conversation, like there's some kind of interchange. At one point it looks like one of them is standing up and giving a speech, and a bunch of them are standing around and watching and following along with the speech.
Is it Lorem Ipsum?
No.
As someone who is very skeletal, Astenu starts to feel a sense of kinship and starts to regret slightly having hacked apart all those bodies, but then realizes how stupid that is and decides against any of that.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, so
You continue on and out of your way. Are you trying to head straight up? Like basically the direction I was telling you initially?
Yep, we'll follow the map.
You do find, as you sort of weave around these places, there are a couple places that have stairs, and so you're able to get up portions a little bit faster than you would have otherwise, and before everything sort of starts turning into difficult terrain. As you are starting to climb, it starts getting rather steep.
yeah, Skunk and Stripe both complain about the height of the stairs, like meant for tall people.
No, actually, no, they're
hate
not.
this
The stairs are
world.
not, in fact, made for tall people. They're, in fact, all-inclusive stairs. They're
They have
actually...
like
Oh,
a
nice.
creature side and a small creature side. That's a lot of
No,
stairs.
what they actually have is the way they're placed is that there are more smaller steps between the steps, so any taller person is taking 2 to 3, and there's actually sized for even one size higher.
What a progressive,
And see,
ADA
Here-
compliant town.
Well, I mean, you see...
here I
Are
was
there
just
ramps?
thinking, like,
Yeah.
Yes, there
like,
are, actually.
this is
Okay.
this is like the start of Monster Hunter World, except you have stairs, and we had to climb up Godzilla's back. So this is much better.
Dun,
I
dun,
mean,
dun, dun,
as-
dun, 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 dun. Anyway, as you make your
As
way up,
Sylvan
again, the
Epiglottal stop says, DEI stairs.
DEI stairs.
Jeez.
As you are able to climb through and you get out of this area, you do notice that with the way the this fog has rolled in, and now that like a whole day or like almost a day has passed, that rotting smell is getting a little bit stronger, and you do see like
Oh,
a
gross.
fish, but the fish is like still moving, still flopping.
So
Still
zombie
moving.
fish.
It is a zombie fish. Some of these fish are big. They're not all small.
mean-
Some of them are like tuna, big ass fish.
The other ones were all fish too. It just depends on how you do the cladistics. And talking about DEI stairs, one time at work, we spent like 3 weeks pouring concrete to do like wheelchair ramps. And then the company that poured them, they were like a third of a degree off, and they made them tear them all out, and we got to re-pour them all.
You are actually incorrect. Yep. The cladistics do not matter because a handful of these races were actually created.
Special creation.
Yep. And as a religious person,
in D&D, it's true.
Your character would know that. Or at least believe that.
Sadly, yes.
All right. Roll perception checks as you make your way up through these mountains.
7.
Fiona just rolled a 1, by the way.
12.
15.
You can also roll.
I dropped my
cat,
die.
by the way. Sir Mittens is allowed to roll.
Yeah.
So
perception?
is Sir Mittens like looking
I
around?
dropped my die.
Is he?
Well, he's a cat. Obviously, he is.
I think
He's paying close attention. He's just not going to tell you.
I find it odd that your
friend-
veteran
my
cat
dice-
isn't interested in all the undead.
He's not undead. He's demonic.
I said interested in, not that he was one.
My dice are water themed, metal, and every single one of them has sharp points on them, so it doesn't matter if it's not the D4. Every one I drop is sharp.
Wonderful. What'd you roll?
Yeah. So Thunk rolled a
12.
6.
6.
15.
Wait.
Thunk is much more perceptive when she's raging.
Wonderful. All right.
I rolled a 23 plus 50 geek
Ooh.
points if you remember that reference.
Thunk is able to pick up. Thunk lived in difficult terrain most of Thunk's life.
Yeah.
Thunk is used to jungles that are out of sorts, shifting places that are being from the Feywild, places that go from one biome to another biome the next day. She's relatively familiar and used to this kind of terrain, and in doing so, she catches a little bit more than the rest of you, in that there's parts of these woods where the trees, the way, like, they're moving in the wind, but sometimes they're moving a little bit off. It's almost like these trees are, one of two things is happening to these trees. Either they're regrowing in some spots, or they're decaying and then starting to, like, tweak the way they're sort of standing. So some of them, in some cases, are reviving and look like they're re-blooming, and others are rotting away faster than you would expect.
Thunk goes, she's weird. I bet if I beat head against them, they would not make the usual thunk sound.
Oh, Borg is trying to
That's
get
how
Stripe
Thunk got her
eaten.
Perhaps you should check Thunk.
Okay, so
Only one
Thunk
way to
goes
know
to
for
one
sure.
of the trees that is blooming and pounds her head against it.
Roll an attack roll with unarmed, with your head. So strength.
That is a 10.
I mean, it's a tree. It's not going anywhere. It's relatively easy to hit. Roll damage.
Well, it's
Or it's just your
unarmed,
strength
so it's
modifier. That's
7.
right. You're a barbarian. You have unarmed attack, don't you?
Yeah, but it's just plus 7.
Okay, so you do 7 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Poof!
yeah, no, it's 7, not plus 7. It's just straight 7. So
Okay, 7 damage. Your head hits the tree. It sounds like a tree.
so it makes the thunk sound.
It does, in fact, make the thunk sound, the normal thunk sound that you would expect from a tree. It's a little bit different because you're
Thunk
used to,
goes like-
like, trees being a little bit more, like, sparkly, but no.
Yeah, but it's like reminds me of home.
Look, some cultures have like organic trees and stuff. Some cultures are full of zombies. It's just a different culture. No need to get worked up about it.
As
Thunk goes like
you-
trees sometimes wake up though, have personalities.
As you
Some
climb
cheat at
higher,
cards.
you start to notice the fog gets a little bit thicker. And where the fog appears to be pooling and where the fog appears to be thicker, the forest seems to be reviving faster. It doesn't appear to be more undead here. There appears to be less.
Less undead with a thicker fog. That's interesting.
You're welcome to roll religion and or an arcana check.
That's a 19 on the dice, so that makes it a 23. Oh, actually rolled 23.
And is that an 18 and a 23? Okay.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
4.
I got a rock.
With a
Well-
2 on the die, I should be really good at that. And yet I rolled a 12.
Between one person who has spent time studying arcana and studying illusions and studying various types, like schools of magic, and between somebody who is a cleric who has spent time studying undead and learning about undead, you know, your cleric will know that there is such a thing as naturally occurring undead, where they're not being created, they're being created by just the innate and inherent magic that surrounds them, as opposed to being like raised as a corpse by another creature, or by manipulating magic. Your person who has studied magic far more thoroughly from an arcane standpoint, as well as your cleric, would also know that necrotic damage is a lot of healing spells. In fact, most of the healing spells are necrotic. So, necrotic does not necessarily mean making undead. I can't hear Jordan. Is that just me?
Necromancy is a much
No, I
maligned and
can't.
He's back.
Sorry.
understood school of magic.
Yes.
There's a delay.
Yeah.
You will have also noticed that the fog has not been damaging you in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
Cool.
the fog it appears to be some sort of a necromancy naturally possibly occurring, turning dead things into not dead things. I don't particularly like this, but it doesn't seem to be malicious at this
If
point.
it's natural, it can't hurt you.
I mean, there's a lot of natural
course.
poisons.
Yeah, Thunk just really looks at
Go.
Gaston and goes like,
What if instead of worrying about paying a temple, we just bring Corvus Corax here and let the mist reanimate him?
That's
Well,
actually a valid option.
the things that have been reanimated have not been restored to their former life. They're just dancing around as skeletons or whatever. So
yeah. Also, we've established that
Are you
basically all we
saying
have left
skeletons
is
aren't okay?
Corvus's ear.
I'm saying
mean-
that Corvus is not naturally a skeleton, and that would not be a ideal end solution.
Perhaps
I
he
mean,
actually is a
I get-
skeleton trapped inside of a prison of meat.
I get Stinius' point. Definitely, we all naturally have a skeleton, but Yastin is correct. Us fleshy creatures, we do need our fleshy bits. But this would definitely be something we want to keep in mind when we try to bring him back. That this might be a good focal point for that.
You mean you wanna
Could
try
I
to
have brought
harness-
ear with me?
Do any of you? I could give you an idea if you guys would like. Any of you have any empty bottles? You could try and bottle some of this fog.
I don't know if I do have an empty bottle.
I
The ration packs
don't
come.
have
Well,
anything
the
bodily.
adventures pack comes with a canteen, doesn't it?
Yeah, you'd have like a water skin, or the equivalent
Yeah.
of. You think that's gonna
Sure.
be enough to catch fog?
I don't know.
You can try.
How thick is the fog?
It's getting thicker as you are climbing.
I'll uncork the water skin and like
And-
swing it through the air like it's a butterfly net.
Why do you have
And
a water?
Leon's
skin? You
getting
don't drink water.
larger.
It came with the adventuring kit that I bought, along with several days worth of rations I also don't need.
As you continue
The
upwards.
Martians have no substitutions.
You are able to use the book that lets you sort of navigate any pitfalls, like any sort of cliff edges, any kind of like deep ravines. You're sort of able to work your way around. You do find. Give me another round of perception checks.
Ooh, 24.
Five.
The right one?
9.
5, 9,
6.
6.
I rolled
24.
a natural 20.
Natural 20. Well, one of you notices there is movement
Yay.
up ahead of you. And that movement...
Guys, there's things. There's movement.
That movement appears to be... what looks like, at first glance, like, a tree trunk. But this tree trunk it's a medium in size, it's got arms and legs, it looks like it's carrying a club, it's got a shield, it's got a hole in its face with 2 yellow eyes coming out. And you notice, now that you take a second, and you look around, there's a number of them watching you.
Guys, big thing, shield, glowy eyes. Glowy eyes are not normally good. I'm not liking this. There's lots of them. Maybe we don't loot the temples through the creepy things.
Well, there's no temples right here, so
You're getting near the top.
Yeah. Are they acting in an aggressive manner or trying to block our way?
No, they don't seem to be. They're just watching you. They're not
Cool.
totally hiding their presence either.
Then I say we just ignore them and keep going.
Yeah, as you keep moving, they start to walk parallel to you, watching, seeing what you're doing.
Okay.
Oh, this is creepy.
We have
They
an
have
honor
some of them
guard,
have like
Admirers,
moss and
yes.
mushrooms growing on them.
as befits our
some
station.
recognize these creatures at all?
Oh, see,
Roll.
they're fine. They're fine. They're a fun guy.
Every so often, one appears to just disappear on this side and then pops up again. Another one pops up on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perhaps
When
we
does
can
some
use
roll
this.
to identify, recognize these?
I would allow a nature check. I
26
might also
for
allow our
nature.
Arcana.
Nature is what Thunk would use. mainly
Well,
because
if
that's
it's
the only thing
Arcana,
I-
then 29.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 on an Arcana check because apparently, once I put a big bonus next to a skill check, it means the D20 is always going to roll low.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, that's kind of
Now,
how I
D20
feel here. It's like only an 8. And I already know what these are. They're one of my favorite creatures. And I want to make a player character based on one.
Look, every D20 has a 1.
The
Not my special
creature-
Yeah,
cheater
that's
dice.
There
You're
actually
picking-
is a die for wild magic sorcerers that does not have a 1 or a 20.
On a 15, you know that these aren't constructs as much as they might look and sort of appear like they are constructs. On a 15, you might know them as being sort of like known as spirits that could be found in the woods, but mostly like in deep, deep woods. Not something you would normally find on, for example, the material plane. However, your illusionist, who has spent a lot of time studying magic and has gone to a proper school, recognizes these things by name. They look like this.
Woodwoads.
This is a woodwode.
Yes.
There seems to be a bunch of them. And what you would know on a 26, or 29, did you say?
29.
On a 29, you would know that they are a powerful plant humanoid, and that they speak Sylvan. That they are magical and have magical abilities, and some of those abilities are innate. And you would probably actually know that they are generally protectors of areas. And they're basically immortal.
Okay. Well, since Thunk is the one who speaks Sylvan, Thunk, do you want to tell them that we mean them no harm, we come in peace, take us to our leader, that sort of stuff?
Should I say take us to leader?
gonna take you to a
Sure.
corpse flower.
Yeah.
Tunko's like, yeah. Tunko like just starts bellowing out like, "Hello, we're friends, not hurt. I like trees. I grew up with people like you. Trees fun. Do any of you cheat at cards? Hope not. But like, we would like to find your leader to talk. Yeah, if you want, I can play music while we go. I know Sylvan well."
They're a little bit skittish when you start shouting at them. They're a little bit like, what the fuck? They respond, one of them will sort of step forward a little bit and kind of come out of the woodwork a little bit. Ha ha ha, pun intended. And speak to you in Sylvan, respond to you in Sylvan and say, why are you here? This is not a place for people to be.
Thunk conveys that, knowing that Yastin likes to tell Thunk what to say. So,
Oh, well, we're here to find the mystical healer to heal one of our friends. Maybe they know who he is.
yeah, we are and so Thunk says, like, looking for healer. King wants to save his wife, and we want to be, and that will help us save our friend. And Thunk pulls out the Korvax's ear and goes, like, this is all we have left of him.
Roll me a persuasion check. I'll allow you to roll with advantage because you are getting help from your illusionist.
Guidance!
I'm good at lying. I'm not good at persuading.
Yeah.
That's why
I'm
you're
just
only
gonna
getting
ask
advantage.
Guidance. Yeah. Holy crap, I'm rolling crappy tonight. 9 with advantage.
9 with advantage.
Oof.
They.
What was the other die?
I rolled a 3 and a 7, and I have a +2. So
They seem skeptical of what you're saying. And
can I try to convince them with a performance on my like oboe?
one of the one you're speaking to kind of steps forward, and the other ones sort of like shift a little bit so that they're like flanking. They're still out to the sides, but they're not. You see like 2 more on either side pop up. He walks forward a little bit, or they walk forward a little bit. They're not exactly gendered. They walk forward a little bit and say, "Is that really the only reason you're here?" And sort of looks at the rest of your party.
Well,
I mean, that is the only reason I'm here.
Yeah.
Only Thunk understands.
Thunk, yeah. Thunk like explained, but Thunk goes like, I went to save my friend Korvac, or I call him Steve, because you and I probably know that all crows are called Steve, and he really liked Raven, so I call him Steve.
This thing's intelligence, because I think it's smarter than you
I-
are.
I don't know about some of these others, but Cat is, that's her Mittens. Mittens and I are teaching each other different languages. I give Mittens fish. Stripe is a good lizard buddy. We're both small, but we, hang out. I'm starting to get Estenu to, he's the middle skinny one, to warm up a little bit. I slept on top of him last night. He didn't complain for once. Nobody read my book though. Like Thunk goes like, I got this book from Fae Friends.
As Thunk is
Thunk is-
talking, you
Thunk is
see
trying to
this
look as
thing
cute as
look at each
possible.
one of you, looking for like assistance of some variety of being like, what the fuck?
Stripe, having absolutely no clue what is being said, still picks up on it and like, yeah, you're on your own. Like, no,
Just-
May the Dark Lady guide you. I mean, just you're on. Yeah.
Thunk is just trying to be really friendly, looking really cute, wagging her tail.
I will allow you to roll another persuasion check. Just flat this time, though.
Okay.
I could cast
Okay.
comprehend languages. I'm choosing not to know this.
You also have a cleric that could be casting guidance and isn't.
I don't want to
I
know
said
what's happening.
guidance. I said guidance.
+4, right?
Plus 1d4.
I think
Yeah.
this is +4. Yeah, 1d4.
Please do good.
Oh dear.
7 total.
Roll on the wild magic table.
Yikes.
Oh crap! Yeah. And that's it. Oh god, I didn't even think about that. Okay, so this yeah. That is a 24.
24 on the wild magic table. That would be. Woohoo!
Oh crap.
Oh, did you pull it up already?
Yeah. Your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue. A remove curse spell can end this effect.
Oh, Thunk is now blue. Congratulations.
Looks like no! Lovely green is gone!
The woad is like, looks back at the other woads. They start mumbling amongst themselves. And the woad looks at the lead one that's there, looks at Thunk and says, "Yeah, I don't think they're a threat, guys. I don't even know how they managed to get this far, quite frankly." The woad will kind of gesture to the rest of you and say, well, it'll say something that you won't understand, and it'll say, "As long as you keep your weaponry to yourselves, you're welcome to pass."
I'm gonna use a message to say to everyone, "Hey, you don't have to." Oh wait, no, I can't understand them anyway. Never mind.
Correct. Yeah. Thunk could translate it for you, but that is what they
Thunk
gesture.
says, like, we're not supposed to use weapons on everyone. And looks at Estenu and kind of goes, and, gives
I'll
a
use
bit of a
my
worried
message
look.
cantrip to telepathically send the message. Don't tell them about the corpses.
Thunk's like, can I respond to message mentally, or is that,
You can respond to this message. Yes, you can.
So messages,
Thunk
they
goes,
whisper a message to you, you whisper one back.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just gotta remember the distinction there. Thunk goes like, the ones you chopped up or the other ones?
I'll send a message back saying, the ones I chopped up, but sure, both.
Okay, both. Like, Thunk goes, okay. And just for the fun of chaos, let's see.
Uh-oh.
I'm doing an intelligence check on this one. That would be an 8.
I feel like she's gonna say something.
Thunk is gonna go like, we won't do any more damage.
Look, chaos is not my god's thing, so I don't approve of this. My god's thing is treachery, so...
I mean, this is pretty treacherous. The woad nods and gestures sort of like a come this way, and you see the other ones kind of shimmy back into the woods. It gestures for you to follow it.
Follow him. Yeah. And Thunk
Let's go.
goes out the elbow to offer walking music to entertain the load.
Roll me perception checks. One more round.
I can't tell because of the cat shoving up.
Yeah, is a 19 though, so
19?
really good.
17?
13, but it's hard to talk with a cat shoving its face in my mouth.
17.
17. Okay.
17.
17, 13. Lower. Okay.
A 19 perception. Finally, I roll good.
Okay. You're in the last leg where a lot of the trees start to fade away, and there appears to be like where a lot of this fog looks like it's coming up over the lip. There's like a ring of where this fog, this steam, this necromantic chutzpah is like sort of coalescing, and it almost looks like a little bit more of a cloud. And in between the cloud with a 19, a 15 you sort of just catch glimpses. With a 19, there is something large. You catch like what looks like a talon drag through and up and back in and above that cloud. You know that just on the other side of the cloud is going to be the top.
Maybe the healer's a dragon.
There's
something in the mist.
The woads do not leave their tree line. And they gesture over, and one of them looks over at you and says, but you cannot, one of you can understand, and it says, if you head along that way, there's a staircase. It is going to take a little bit of time, but it's less steep, and you can circle around. And it'll go, whoop.
All right.
Bump bows to the woad.
The woad gives you a weird look and is just like...
While we're going on this last leg, I'm going to be ritualing comprehend languages on the way.
Okay. Do you choose to take the stairs, or do you try to just straight up?
The stairs, obviously.
All right.
Ooh, Dutch Tunicate.
Be stealthy about
Dutch Tunicate has named my cat, but that is the wrong cat. This is not Leroy.
I mean, we're going up the stairs to the top of the mountain. I don't see any particular reason to be stealthy.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. You make your way up the stairs, and you find that the stairs are
can't
still
be
like
stealthy anymore because she's blue.
Uncomfortably steep. They're still not great, but they're not climbing a sheer cliff face.
Simon is the right name. This is Simon.
The stairway lead takes you about. Can I get
yes, I can't eat tacos with Simon Cat.
Constitution rolls.
Saves or checks?
This is an endurance check for making your way up the stairs.
11.
Is it 15?
15, 11.
So
Constitution.
just a straight check.
Yeah.
5.
16.
You suffer a point of exhaustion. The rest of you are fine. You make your way up the stairs. You don't go all the way around the outside. You get part of the way, and there's sort of like a little cave opening. And you can see the other side. It's not like a huge thing. It's just like a little pop back into the other side. And when you come out to the other side, you notice that there's a warm breeze coming through. And you step through, and it is bright, like sunlight bright. You've ever been like in a basement and then you step outside the doorway on a sunny day? It's that. That's what it feels like. And what you basically see is you see like it's not a ravine. What's the word I'm looking for? There's
Gorge?
No, it's not a gorge. It's flat. It plateaus, but it doesn't plateau to an edge. It plateaus, and it looks like not unsimilar to Kilauea, where it's got like the rim and then it goes down and in. The caldera. It's a caldera. That's the word I was looking for. But it's not a volcano like you would expect it. But it is. It's warm. It's sunny. There's along the rim of the top, because you can kind of see it all the way across. It looks like there's these large trees that are like in gorgeous shape. They're green, but they have like a silver shine to them. And as you look down into the caldera, it is just fields and trees, orchards, like gorgeous greenery. And above,
Dunk goes like, this feels like home.
And as you can see, dipping up and around and the side flying across is a very, very large bird. An incredibly large bird. An incredibly large bird that is about the size of a dragon. An incredibly large bird that is about the size of the dragon that has very few feathers. And has a very snappy-looking beak. And has a very lizardy-like tail.
So a dragon?
Is it a giant cockatrice?
It's a giant cockatrice. And it dips down and away. There is a, not like a lake, but like a larger body of water. It's a little bit too big to call it a pond, but it's like not a lake.
So it's a lake the size of a large pond.
A lake the size of a large pond is shining, sparkling, gorgeous. As you step out, you'd also notice that not too far from that body of water, closer to the center, but not quite in like it's not exactly it's not exactly a circle, is what looks like a house. Not like a terribly large house. Doesn't appear to be 2 stories, but a house. And there's one person out and about, wandering around, doing something.
I don't want to leap to conclusions, but I think this is our healer.
Thunk goes like, Thunk will do another smell, and try to do dispel magic. So
Dispel magic?
not like detect magic. Detect magic. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Caffeine. I need a refill soon.
Your detect magic goes off. I would like you to please roll me a d6 and a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so the d6 is a 1.
Okay.
And a Constitution saving throw. That's a 9.
You are blinded for 1 minute. There's a lot of magic here.
Oh, cool.
There's a lot of magic, and it was a lot of magic. It's gonna take you a hot minute for your eyes to adjust to the amount of magic.
Can't see. Someone needs
You
to
also,
read to
because
me.
you failed your Constitution saving throw, you vomit in your mouth a little bit. That like flashbanged you.
Oh God, no! Thunk grabs
Thunk on the shoulder
to get the taste out of her mouth.
I'll tap Thunk on the shoulder.
Thunk gets standing. Are you alright?
I can't see. Try to detect smell the magic. Eyes are burning.
That does sound unfortunate. Why don't you grab my hand?
Those of you who are more well-versed in magic would understand that magic, when you do detect magic, detects aura and will give a dim light. The more powerful the magic, the brighter the light.
Thunk is like, standing with friend. You are nice.
Stripe could lesser restoration and unblind the blindness, but is Thunk really going to learn if I do?
It's only a minute. Before we go talk to this person, can we take a break so I can put my...
Yes, take a break. 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 We will be right back. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Hi. Hopefully everybody's back. It's hard for me to tell if Dapper's back. Hey, he is. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being members. Thank you for sending super chats. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and hanging out with us for this. I hope you guys have been enjoying the story and game so far. As we left off, our heroes are on the outside, on the outskirts of a very rather large caldera.
Chesh, how can you not recognize Dapper's back? It's big, brown, and has lots of gray scoots.
One
It
of these.
certainly has a lot of background.
I think Metageeky's got a fan on or something.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that was my attempt at doing just a silly crown sketch of Thunk. But
Send
the
that to me
Thunk
so
is
I
now
can put it on the
blue,
character
so
roster.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll probably do something cleaner. I've been working on something on digital, but this was just called. I have crowns because I am almost 50.
Hooray!
Yeah.
All right. What are you guys doing?
We're gonna go talk to this fool.
And you have cast Comprehend Language, correct?
Yep.
Good. Wonderful. Anybody doing anything else as you're heading in?
How long does it take us to get down there?
Oh, not too long. You're not going. It's not that deep. It's not like all the way back down. It's like.
Will it take at least a minute?
Yeah, you'll get like part way down and you'll be able to see again. If nobody else wants to cast anything,
Dunk
detect
will
magic.
pretend to still be blind for a little bit longer so that she can continue holding Estenu's hand.
That's adorable, and I love that. What you do see once you are able to see again is it's a little bit confusing and it's a little bit hard to look at. There is a lot of interweaving magic. A lot. So like some of it is enchantment, some of it is necrotic. There's a lot of necrotic magic. Some of it is it's all like transmutation.
You mean necromantic?
Necromantic? It's romantic?
Yeah. No, necromantic. Because necrotic would mean it's just decidedly rotting, whereas necromancy would be it's playing with positive and negative energy and life and death and healing and sickness kind of thing. They're not.
It
the
is
same word.
necromancy. It's the school. Yes.
Yeah, it's the school of necromancy, regardless.
Got it.
But you basically see all of them. All of the schools of magic are present in this.
Even
this area.
evocation.
Even evocation.
The one for bumpkins.
Even war?
There is abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy, and transmutation magic, all just in and around. You notice as you're making your way down that sometimes the air is very warm as it goes by, and then every once in a while you get like a cool, like cold air.
I just realized that Chesh should record a rap about the schools of magic and D&D.
If you write it, I'll do it.
Okay.
for money. You make your way down, and there's like a little bit of there's like sort of like pseudo pathways, and some of these plants appear to be budding and flowering. Some of them appear to be like just in infancy. Some of these plants don't appear to have any flowering whatsoever. There's a lot of smells that are sort of coming at you, but one of the things that you also notice is there's not very much sound. It's incredibly quiet. Normally in like thatches like this, you'd expect to see rabbits or bees or like insects and small critters. There doesn't appear to be any in this area.
It sounds like it's strange. Stranger than Feywild.
You do recognize that some of these plants do not appear to be from the material plane. Some of them do appear to be from the Feywild that Thunk wouldn't recognize. Some of them don't appear to be from the material plane or from the Feywild.
I do appreciate the lack of animal life, although perhaps too many plants.
As you...
Dunk stops holding Estenu's hand.
Seems fair.
As you make your way towards the... presumably you're going towards the individual that is sort of out and about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. As you make your way closer, the individual does seem to notice you eventually. They're a little bit... They seem like a little bit slow on the uptake. Like, you think they would have, like, acknowledged your presence a little bit sooner than they do before they turn around. And as you... approach them, you will notice that they are... Let me get my notes, because this character actually matters. You run into
I guess we'll have quests soon.
You run into a woman with long pointed ears, dark eyes, and a long silver white hair that trails roughly 3 feet behind her. She is pale and a little bit too thin. She's like a little bit gaunt in the face. She is wearing plain layered robes with thick wool on the underside. She has a bracelet that is made of fine golden thread and seems to have blue sparkling stone inlaid, as well as a golden banded ring on her left-handed thumb. Notably on her left hand, she is missing both her ring finger and her pinky finger from about here to here. So, like, all the way across, and she's missing a chunk of her palm. The, Another is that she has a prominent scar that trails from about here down across from her hairline all the way down across to down her jawline. It's not incredibly, like, big, but it is, like, notable. She has a basket in one hand that appears to be full of what looks like just random plants, and a golden sickle that she has put into her waist, like a belt. That's like a fabric belt. As she looks up and she waits for you to come closer, and she says that only Jordan, only you can understand this because you're using comprehend language. You're back! She takes a couple steps towards you.
What, do I know what language she's speaking?
You could roll an intelligence check if you'd like. I don't think comprehend language tells you what language it is.
24.
It's hard. Especially with such a short phrase. She's not speaking common. She's not speaking draconic. She's not speaking dwarven. She's not speaking elven. But the Sylvan you've been hearing recently, it's similar, but not quite right.
Well, I will respond in common. We'll try that first. I'm sorry, I don't think we've met.
She says, well, that happens sometimes. As she walks a little bit forward, a little bit more, and she sort of like barely glances at the rest of your party and says, what's your name?
I'll give her a bow and say, Yastin Velkar, illusionist and future wealthy person.
Stenu, assuming that we're doing introductions, we'll say...
Your group?
I'm Stenu.
Yes. Astenu.
Dunk.
Thunk. Stripe.
Right.
And we have been led to believe that we could find a healer of not insignificant skill here. We're on a quest from our liege lord to find someone who can cure his wife, the queen.
You see she shifts the basket from one side to the other and sort of like just runs her finger through her hair, which seems to do like next to nothing because it's just so long. And she says, you are here to find a healer?
Yes, well,
How
more
old
to
are
the
you?
point. 35.
She steps forward again a little bit. She kind of gets a little bit in your space. Like, just, like, a little bit in your space. And she's like, you see she looks tired. Like, she looks like she either just woke up or really needs to go to bed. One of those two. And she kind of looks at you a little bit closer and is like, oh. And she sounds disappointed and steps back. Well, and she just
We have a super chat.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sylvan, Epiglottal Stop for 100 Argentinian pesos, says, fun fact, Sylvan has no word for penguin, but has 68 words for anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Very politically minded people.
She sounds a little bit disappointed, steps back further, moves a little bit back from your party, and brings the basket forward slightly, rests her bad hand on top, gives a bow, and says, I don't get guests very often. You're here looking for a healer?
Yes, we were led to believe that a healer, a divine healer specifically, resided at the top of this island.
At the word divine, you see like a little bit of like a up to the left, up to the left look of like, Yes, you've come to the right place.
Oh, good.
Come on in. She sort of just looks a little tired. And roll me. Does anybody have a 13 or above passive perception?
What was the
I
number
do.
again?
I have a
13?
13
Oh, there we go.
passive.
Oh no, I have exactly a 13. Yeah, I have 13.
Okay, you can roll. Roll me a perception
Oh,
check.
hey. Thank you, Josh Wiggies, for 5 gifted memberships over on Top Hats Off. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm not paying attention. I only got a 10.
Okay. Not quite high enough. She turns around and starts walking away from you, and if you proceed to not follow, she's like,
I mean, I'm gonna follow her, obviously.
okay.
Yeah.
Please be careful of where you step.
Is there there's just like random stuff growing everywhere?
Yeah,
There's something
basically.
that we can
Yeah.
avoid stepping on?
Yeah, correct. She leads you back towards the house, opens the door, walks in. She sort of just tosses the basket onto the table, like a little bit like untowards. As you step in, do you step in?
Yeah, of course.
As you step in, it's a little bigger on the inside.
The
The House of Leaves.
Powerful magic person to have a
Literally.
Would you like something to drink?
Wine, if you have it.
Any type in particular?
Jordan, don't know, but Yastin would know.
Yeah.
Some particularly fine vintage. He'll rattle off the year and everything.
How old are you trying to go?
Nothing like too pricey. Nothing that'd be like rude to ask for. Just something that's like, this is a good wine.
Okay. Wine. Is tea fine for anybody else? Tea, wine, or do you guys just want wine too? She kind of looks at the two smaller ones. She's not offering drinks to the metal man.
Children.
I get a bit excessive if I've had too much to drink. Tea is fine.
Dunk goes water.
All right. She wanders out of the room for a minute. You hear a little bit of rustling around, and then it gets quiet for a minute. Do you guys want to roll a perception check to look around the room or anything while she's out of the room?
Yeah.
Yes, but I
I'm
perceive
gonna
nothing.
ever.
That is the 7.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
I got a 10.
10.
15.
15. Zero Lon, what'd you get?
7.
7. Okay. So at the 15,
This is wrong.
you notice that there's like a lot of you've got a trained eye at this point for looking for shit that's worth money. There's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
do.
of mundane items, like items that look like they're just normally and they're just kind of strewn around that are incredibly well kept, incredibly old, like would be considered antiques that are worth money. Like quills just like in a jar that are, and like some of those quills are like worth money, but you look at the jar and you're like, this jar is worth like 2,000 gold. Like, cause this jar is from like a specific dynasty. It's got this specific print on it. There's like books along these shelves, and some of these books look like first editions of like magic that like are no longer in circulation.
Possible backup plan. We steal everything and leave.
Yeah, do it. The on a 20 with you still have your detect magic on. There's a lot of magic shit in here. And like again, we're back to some of the shit's just mundane. Some of the stuff that's like magical is giving off magic of like just preservation, where it's just maintaining and staying clean. There's like but you notice that at the table that you're sitting at, which is not a very large table, it's kind of like a small dining room table, like a circle one that you would find in like an apartment. You notice that there's like carvings on the table, and this table is giving off magic. Like something about this table is magical in its build and what it's made out of. As you are sort of you're also listening and smelling. You're absorbing a lot of information. There's a lot in here. Some of the books appear to be magical. It looks like one of the doors leading off to the side is just magic. Whatever's on the other side of that door might also be magic. You can see like a little bit of color coming out from underneath the door. And on a 20, because you're also listening, as you hear this person sort of walking around, you hear like on every other step, you hear like a metal click.
For $2, Lieutenant Matt the Navigator says she's got a holographic Charizard.
Oh, there's definitely a holographic Charizard in there. Definitely. It's not even in a glass case. It's just sitting out. It's being used as a
Probably got
coaster.
frayed edges.
It's got a T ring around it. You see...
I almost bought, when I was a kid, I almost bought an Alpha Black Lotus, despite my dad. It was $400, and they're worth like 26 grand now. I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh.
She comes back out. She is not holding anything. She walks back into the room and looks over and sort of walks in as if she's heading somewhere else. Stops, looks at you all like she forgot you were there. And it's just like... Right. And then turns around and leaves again. Very momentarily, because she already put she already put everything on, so she comes back out just a minute or two later and sort of, again, a little bit like not, like unceremoniously, just kind of like tray teacups. This teacup set is like fine china, like fine old porcelain, like something that you would see that's been fixed and maintained with like gold inlay, but there is no gold inlay. It is pristine. There is tea. It is available, and she pulls up a glass, hands you the glass. It is crystal, and pulls out a bottle of wine, which is the variety you asked for, but it is not the age that you asked for. In fact, it's probably roughly around 100 years older.
Excellent.
And she stands there and says,
But it was a bad year.
and on a 20, although I don't know if Thunk can read time of a clock, there is in fact a clock in here that is not moving. Why are you here?
The queen is sick, and we need someone to heal her.
The queen? Which queen? Any queen?
The queen of whatever kingdom we're in. I don't remember.
Right, yeah. She's like,
The Queen of Kingdom Land.
yeah, the queen
Yeah.
of Kingdom Land. Oh. She also pours a glass of this wine, and it's just like, poof! And then pours another one. And
Though,
then she's standing, by the way. She doesn't sit down.
to be completely forthright, all cards on the table, as it were. Really, our end goal is to bring our friend back from the dead. The queen is just a means to that end. If you could just do that directly, then we wouldn't even need to leave. Like we wouldn't even need to leave the island.
You have a party member that has passed away, and you come here on another mission to help accomplish that.
Well, that was to get money to then raise the person from the dead. But if you can just do that, then we don't even need to bother with the queen.
Reasonable, but
I mean,
I can't
monarchies,
raise
yeah, monarchies, they come, they go, whatever. I mean,
But friendship is forever.
she just gets this look on her face like she's tired and is just like,
I thought that was bad fashion choices.
But you're looking for my doctor. You're not looking for me.
You're not the doctor?
No.
Ah. Well, then, yes, we're looking for your doctor.
Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $2 says, she's the Queen of Monarchia.
Monarchia. Excuse me while I write that down. That's the name of this place now. I like that we have Trady McBoat Place and Monarchia. Thank you. That's perfect. That's exactly what I needed in my life. I dropped my pencil though. He's
Just writing blood.
He's not here right now. How did you get here?
Where is he?
Well, we got here on a boat.
We hired a bad boat and it crashed.
You see, she kind of like.
It was an excellent boat.
Excuse me. It hit 2 sharks and crashed. Boats should be able to handle sharks. They're in the water.
As when you say we got here on a boat, with a 13 passive perception, you notice that as you're saying that, she sort of leans back, her weight back, and she looks at the window and she looks up at the sky. And then looks back, and then comes back to pay attention to you.
Chesh is gonna get arrested.
That's not me. Anarchia. Wonderful.
Yeah, if you're hearing a siren, that's
You
me.
came on a boat. Do you still
What did
have
you
the book?
do, Metagiki?
Do you still have the book out?
Yeah.
That was technically a fire truck that went by.
She sort of looks around at your
Arsonist.
group, looks at the book, and says, well, you're either very unlucky or very lucky. I'm not sure where he is right now. He comes and goes. He should be back. She looks at the clock that's not moving. Soon?
Soon, like a day, a week, a year.
Well, he's usually gone. When he goes, he's usually gone roughly 20-ish years, give or take.
And it's been 19 years, 11 months, and 20 days.
She kind of stops, and you see, like, her vision's, like, she's not looking at you guys anymore, and she starts sort of counting on her hand. And you see, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6. And you see she's like she's struggling a little bit to like try and count
Ask
the
her to
amount
draw a
of
clock.
time that's gone by. She says and then she kind of gets like her face changes a little bit where she looks a little bit almost worried, and it's just like 75 years, I think.
So they're overdue.
That's a problem. And she puts her glass, like the glass is like a little bit heavy on the table, and she puts it down. Let me check something. And she goes off and she goes back into the other room. Like she opens the other door, goes through that, closes the door behind her. And you hear like a little bit of noise. You hear like water pouring. You hear like a little bit of like scratching, and then you hear like this a relatively loud like splash.
The stealing everything plan is looking more and more attractive.
The
Sunkos looks at Yastin and goes, "She's nice."
She is nice. She's
She's
also
insane.
senile. Yeah.
You hear from the other room a muffled and a smash, and then another smash, and one sounds like rock and water splashing everywhere. The other one sounds like you hear like a couple of books fall over. And then only because it probably hasn't been 10 how long does comprehend language last?
An hour, I believe.
Okay, you're probably still within the hour. All you hear is basically fuck.
So that's an hour.
Does anybody speak Infernal?
Yeah, I speak Infernal.
You hear it it's Infernal. Because if
Has
there's
she
ever a
been-
language to swear in, it's Infernal.
She hasn't been speaking Infernal this whole time. She just swears in Infernal.
Yeah, she started speaking Common, so you haven't had to use your comprehend language after she recognized that you weren't who she thought you were.
Wait, I could understand her this whole time?
Yeah.
Well, today I learned.
Today you learned. She steps back in the room.
I figured that she had to be speaking common because she took our drink orders.
Yeah. She's wet now. her hair is wet. Not all of it, just like the top. Her face is wet. There's like water down her front. There's blood coming out of her nose. She walks forward and is just like, yeah, I'm not sure where he is, and that's a bit of a problem. Bit of a problem is probably understating it. You said that there's a queen that needs healing.
The Queen of Monarchia.
Yeah, can you tell me what her symptoms are?
He's nearly dead.
Pale,
her alive
vomiting.
stat is reducing.
She's pale, vomiting in and out of consciousness, and it has been going on for a month when we left, which was like several days ago.
Has anything been ruled out? You see her kind of shuffle over and like grab a couple of books and flick through them real quick.
Well, all of the common ailments have been ruled out. The clerics of the city attempted to cure her and nothing worked. They attempted
Slack
legend
prophecy,
lore.
slack consumption.
Yes, they attempted legend lore on the divine healer, but couldn't find his location.
Yeah, that would...
It turns out Gary is awful at his job.
Legend lore is
Yes.
not supposed to tell you a location. Yeah.
Yeah,
The dragon goddess could have cured her.
Oh? Which dragon goddess?
Well, the dragon goddess. She could have done it. The dark lady. She could have done it, but we would have had
The
to like
Dark
surrender the world to
Lady?
her. Yes. The one, 5 heads, big ass. Come on, everybody knows her.
Tiamat.
Lieutenant
Yes. She could
Matt
have
the
done it, but we would
Navigator.
have had to sacrifice.
Who's been a member at 50 months at the lieutenant level says, but have you checked for lupus? And the answer is no, because it's never lupus.
Never
You
looked.
It
you
is
notice
never
that she like
lupus. I was
bends
diagnosed
down.
with lupus for a year and a half.
She bends down, opens a cabinet, pulls out what looks like a handy haversack, pops it up on the counter, and you see she flips it open, and you see she throws a couple of books in there. The handy haversack is not quite like a standard handy haversack. It's the same sort of shape, but it's a little bit more boxy in that like it is a box. Like it's not soft. It's got like, it seems like it's got like a structure to it. She flips the top open, and you see she throws a couple of books in there. You see that she kind of walks over to the corner, moves like just like a curtain out of the way, and there's like what looks like an umbrella stand, but it's full of like scrolls. So like you landed here on a ship, and we need to go back. Is your ship functional? And she pulls out like a couple of scrolls and shoves them in the sack. They're sticking out a little bit.
It will be in a week or so.
That's too long. And she grabs like one other one that she like pulls up, and it's like this is like doing like the Mary Poppins thing with this scroll. This scroll is big, and she pulls it out and is just like, and like just kind of shoves it in. She walks out of the room. You're welcome to say anything as she's doing this.
Perhaps if she doesn't breathe air, we could simply walk back.
She comes over. She got like another little box. And it's like got some herbs and stuff sticking out of it. There's some bandages getting tossed in here. She says, I'm not the divine healer. And she uses quotations and says, I'm not the divine healer, but I've been here long enough that I could probably pass as an acolyte. I can probably at least take a look at the queen, maybe buy her a little bit more time. But I am now very invested in this situation. I can go with you and get some of what you're trying to do done.
Excellent. Hopefully it'll be enough to alleviate the king's concerns such that a reward will be forthcoming.
Do you need any of these items from around your house that might be particularly well-aged to bring with you?
What?
Do
You want
need
some
us
of
to
my
carry-
old shit?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
yes,
if
like,
there's stuff you don't want.
perhaps- Right. We could,
I mean,
we
I
could
don't-
take it off your hands.
Roll a persuasion check. I just want to see how you do.
Okay.
Buck is shaking her head.
Uh-huh.
8. I got an 8.
Can we bring some of your stuff to Magic Goodwill?
She leaves the door open to the room that she was in, and what you see is that it looks like there was a basin that is now cracked that did have water in it. So it seems like there was a scry spell that was attempted and backlashed. In that room,
Lady Lumo asks if this is a robbery. No, it's a consensual request that she take certain antiques with her, and that maybe perhaps later they be sold, unbeknownst to her.
You did notice with your detect magic that the ring that she's wearing on her thumb, the golden band, is magic, and so is her bracelet. You see, she she's like, I need to go get changed real quick. She just looks down and realizes, oh, I'm still, and she flicks her hand up and prestidigitation. She is no longer wet. As she goes by, she kind of flicks her wrist again, and the door like just slams open and then slams closed again behind her. As you sort of are now free to wander around a little bit more in this space, the adjacent room is also again a little bit larger than it would indicate, and there are books all over the place. There's like, some of them are now on the floor, and there is like, if you are looking for a spell, now's the time to go digging.
Dunk is just
I'll
looking
go
for a
digging.
good book.
There is also a lot of what looks like religious texts. Appears to be like, there's a large desk a little bit further in, and on that desk there is a holy symbol of every god that you can recognize. Either hanging on the wall in behind, or sitting on the desk, or nearby. Some that you don't recognize. Including Tiamat.
Yeah, but which Tiamat symbol is it?
What do you mean?
Because there's two.
No, there's both.
Oh, okay.
There's some that you do recognize, some that you don't recognize. There's the classics. There's one to Bahamut. There's one to Pelor. There's one to Ayun. There's one to Moradin. There's one to Dumnathoin. There's one to Melora. There's one to Asmodeus. There's one to the Raven Queen. There's basically any god that you've heard of, there's a holy symbol of that god in this room.
What is this weird one with this like lizard with 3 horns on its face and a top hat and a monocle? I don't recognize this one.
That's the most
Triceratops?
powerful god there is. No. It's the wrong kind of horns.
The Void.
No, it's like going like Thunk could recognize it. That god of linguistics.
As you
That
see,
is actually not true. That god is not a linguist.
you can roll an Arcana check to like nab a book if you would like to pick which kind, like pick a school of magic and nab a book.
21.
That is Dapper's personal hell. He becomes the god of linguistics, but he is himself not a linguist.
Ugh, gross.
What are you going for, an illusion book?
Yeah, I'm an illusionist. I should go for an illusion.
You
book.
succeed in grabbing an illusion book.
Sorry, what was the skill again?
Arcana.
Arcana.
Arcana? Okay. So I'll roll a 2 on the die.
So
Oh, no.
12.
26.
26. You get the which one were you looking for?
We're probably going to go for
Evocation.
conjuration. No,
Conjuration?
Big
not
in-
evocation.
He's big
Conjuration.
into
No,
evocation.
no, it's not true. Even though I did take fireball.
Zeralon, are you gonna try and yoink anything from this room?
Yeah, I rolled a 9, so
What are you going for?
honestly, Stripe is. She understands book because she was raised in a temple. She knows book is valuable. So she just kind of like, oh, what has a pretty like spine to the book here?
Okay. You end up with a book about Avandra. For anybody who doesn't know, Avandra is the goddess of luck and freedom.
Wow.
Thunk, you looking for anything?
So
Thunk
this is
looking for
the
like
goddess
a-
why I have bad luck.
Hmm.
Yeah, Thunk is always looking for, good books. Thunk like reading. Thunk like story.
All right, roll. I almost want to tell you to just roll a luck check, but I don't know what stat that would be.
Just a D20.
Yeah, just roll a
Yeah.
d20. Yeah.
11
Okay.
up, success. 10 low down, not success.
7, because I am rolling like crap tonight.
Uh-oh.
You're trying to find a story. All right, you do grab a book. It's a little bit dark in its presentation. It's the cover of this book is sort of like a navy blue with like this black inlay, and you're not really sure what this book actually is. And then you see, as you do this, you guys slip these books away real quick. The woman comes back, walks in the room, and you see there is one large book on the table, and she grabs that book, latches it to her
Lieutenant
side.
Math Navigator for $5 says Fireball is an adequate method of making your problems go away while creating new ones. This spell is useful too.
That is the Jason Mendoza form of solving problems.
And
Yes,
she
it
says,
is.
I mean, Fireball's okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Fireball's
That
okay,
was
but
a
I prefer
7.
the
It was a 7. Roll on the
Oh,
magic
God.
table.
Yep. Thank you, Zimicide.
Nice catch.
yeah. Yeah, I would say Fireball's okay, but I like the Jack Daniels version better.
Okay, 78.
78.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
78
You cast
is...
polymorph on yourself.
Oh.
If you fail the saving throw, you turn into a sheep for the spell's duration. So
All right, well,
I have no
roll
idea
your
what
saving
the
throw.
saving throw is. Anyone know what the saving throw is?
It's your spell save DC.
Probably wisdom.
Oh, sorry, I'm pulling up Polymorph right now. Polymorph.
Yeah, so if I'm raging, my spell DC is a strength, but it's charisma otherwise, so...
It is...
Wisdom
Wisdom,
saving
yeah.
throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom saving throw, okay.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun, because I do not have much in wisdom. Oh, that's an 8, so it probably fails.
Yeah.
So you're a sheep
it's
for an
not-
I'm
hour.
a sheep. Yep.
Thunk, did
Ah,
you get taller?
but I'm a blue sheep.
You are a blue... Well, your skin is blue.
Yeah.
The,
I know,
woman comes...
I like the idea that it's an entire like it's just the blue. It's double curses right now.
The elf comes back in,
Not many people have a goblin wool sweater.
picks up the book, the relatively large tome that was sitting on the middle of the table, hefts it in her hand for a minute, gives it a look, and says, I haven't gone on an adventure in a while. Puts it in her bag, turns around, and walks out of the house. Are you
I
coming?
suppose we should follow her.
Is there anything like fairly valuable within easy arm's reach as I am walking out?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of shit. What do you want to
I'm
grab?
definitely
You can
stealing-
grab the bottle of wine.
I'm grabbing the wine and whatever the most valuable thing is I see as I'm
Or whatever the most valuable
Wizards-
trinket that you can like just shove in your bag. really
easily
quick.
shove in my bag. Yeah.
Yeah. You got it. No worries.
Wizards of the
Don't
Wine
pause that,
Winery.
You hear a relatively loud whistle as you exit. The
Oh, is she gonna
cockatrice
fly the cockatrice?
flies around and comes down and lands in front. She pets the cockatrice, avoiding the beak, and you do
Eyes?
notice
Oh.
that on her left hand, she now has what it looks to be snapped, and she's wearing a glove on one hand, and the other hand has a partial glove, and then snapped into place on top of the glove looks to be a prosthetic. And she looks at your group and is just like, hop on.
Bah!
Now, Carrot, don't misbehave. We're not going far.
Don't turn any of
This
these
might be
nice
worse than the
people.
ostentatious ship.
The ship was excellent. It got us to our destination. That's the point of the ship.
It nearly sank.
But
It got us all the way. It got us all the way to the scene of the crash.
As
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
as you are bickering, Carrot takes off into the sky, and Korean goes one circle around. As Carrot is circling around along the outside where the fog is not reaching, you can see the head of what looks like a turtle sticking up, turning around, and then dipping back underneath the water as you fly right towards your ship.
I knew it.
Huzzah.
You arrive at the ship, much to the surprise and what the fuck of your group, of your minions.
I think
As-
it's like I'm still a sheep.
You are still a sheep. Yeah, you're still a sheep. An hour has not gone by. It takes maybe 5 minutes to get from the top to the bottom on this cockatrice. The
Like it's just
Elf.
like bah, bah, bah.
the elf barely glances as if just noticing now that you're a sheep, and it's just like,
Yeah.
you didn't have a sheep before. I don't
She'll
care.
get
one.
And then
Oh,
just
it's-
jumps down,
it's just,
jumps down off of the cockatrice, and you see she completely doesn't acknowledge anybody in around her at all. Moves towards the ship, and you see her pull out this incredibly large scroll and just starts rolling it out across the deck. Is there anything any of you would like to do?
I'm not gonna interfere with her casting whatever it is she's gonna cast.
Yeah, I'll let her do it.
Duncan's going to now
Yeah.
that she's a sheep. She now has an int of -4, so she's going to try Arcana, and that's a nat 1, so I totally fail.
You have no idea what's
Stripe?
going on. You're in fact a little bit concerned
Yeah.
that this
Stripe?
cockatrice is going to eat you.
Stripe will usher our goblin sheep towards our cow friend and then take a seat where she can at least observe and overlook and just kind of try to keep an eye on what's going on.
Sure. Basically what you see is the elven woman sort of kicks the scroll open, walks along it, rolls it out, looks like she flattens it in a couple places, makes one or two notations on it, and then pins it down. She double checks her book, shakes her head at it, closes the book, and then you see as she goes on to one side, puts a foot down, grabs onto one side of the scroll, and then just starts pulling backwards and ripping the scroll in half. The ship is restored.
Huzzah!
Yay.
Back to its former glory as the most
Back
beautiful
to its
ship.
former glory, now functional, and is, well, is there anything else any of you want to do on my island?
I do wonder why we couldn't simply take Carrot back to Monarchia.
How long did it take you to sail here?
Several days.
You expect Carrot to fly your heavy ass several days? Did you even
I thought
ask
Carrot
Carrot?
was significantly faster than the ship. I thought it might not take less than a day.
How much do you weigh, Metal Man?
I don't think I wrote that down anywhere.
1/3 giraffe.
You see that she
Depends on
sort
the
of
gravitational field.
she kind of waves your hand and says, "Doesn't that take all of the fun about adventuring out?"
Captain Frida,
No.
take us back to Port City McTrade Place, please.
The very a little bit disheveled and a little bit out of it, like what the fuck is going on? But not her first rodeo dealing with adventurers. Is just like, all hands, let's go! And she's a little bit ostentatious. You see the elven woman kind of watching, and is just like tired, partially uninterested in most of what's going on, but kind of gives her an up and down of the outfit, and is just like, all right. And as you guys are sailing away, one or two things that you notice: Carrot follows for a little while and then circles back to the island. As you're sailing, you have great winds going your way. Her hair trails in the wind a little bit, which looks majestic for about 30 seconds before the wind does wind thing and it starts fucking whipping around, and she's just like, shh. You just see her fucking pull it down and like wrap it around herself and tie it off. Looks like a trick you've seen a dwarf do before.
But with a beard.
But with a beard. And that is where we will leave off as you make your way back to Port Town.
All right.
Port City
Porty
McTrade Place.
Yeah, Bodie McPort
When
Place.
Tonka becomes a human, or becomes goblin again, talk to Stripe and like, can you please make me
Oh,
green again?
Meta, you're breaking up.
You know,
You broke up a whole
Ooh.
lot.
Yeah, what was that? Try again?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
Oofta.
Bye.
yeah,
We thought
yeah,
that
you
Chesh
will-
might lose a
my
connection.
camera.
You will
Yeah.
recall also, while Metageeky is getting set up again, that when you read the book and when you heard about the legend lore, that the person you were looking for, the Divine Doctor, is a human. And based on what you've heard from this elf and also now from this book, that this human has been alive far longer than you would expect any human to have lived, even with magical assistance.
Can I be heard now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay. Okay, no idea what happened there. I will yell at Comcast later since there aren't one block down from me.
Do it up.
It's like once Thonka becomes Goblin again, goes to Stripe and is going to, for the entire voyage, will just be pleading, can you, make me green again? I don't want to be blue.
As a remove curse
Can
spell.
you remove this curse?
The cleric should have access to remove curse.
Yes.
Doesn't mean he's gonna use it.
Yeah, I can remove curse.
But do you?
Look,
Goes-
Stripe very much feels that you have to, you have to suffer a little bit in order to, learn. But I will remove curse. I can't not. I have to be a good girl. It's required. Otherwise, Tiamat's gonna eat my soul.
Thunk goes like, thank you so much. It's like, blue is just wrong. There were little tiny fae that were blue, like 2 apples high, that lived in mushrooms. All men except for one girl. It was very strange. did not like them. They sang a lot, and their berries were not like good berries.
Boggles?
Smurfs.
Smurfs.
No, I'm answering in character.
They could be boggles. It's like I never really knew their name. They just kept going la 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 la. Really dumb song. Didn't
Yeah,
read the book either.
that sounds horrible. I would. Yeah, if I lived next to them, I think I would have to eat them or something.
There was a guy. Yep. Sometimes this one human would pop into the forest and try to eat them. Never really achieved. Had kind of a
Smurfs
nasty
are now
cat
Feywild
too.
canon. Congratulations,
Sounds
everyone.
like a
everyone.
terrible wizard.
Hooray! We did it.
The as you're traveling back, I'm sure Sir Mittens makes his way around, and your new elven escort sort of takes a look at Sir Mittens and is like, "Huh." Was Sir Mittens out while you were in the caldera?
Yeah, Sermons is always like riding on my shoulder or whatever.
Yeah. So
No one
she,
has even seen my familiar.
She takes a look at Sir Mittens and is just like, that won't end badly.
No, of course not. Sir Mittens is a perfect angel.
Of course.
Death.
That's it for today's session. Unless you guys have anything else you want to go
That's
over.
all.
Hey.
He's
Nope.
Thank you
He's
very
a
much,
perfect
everybody.
angel. just like Lucifer.
So next week we're not going to be having a D&D session because one of us has an obligation. So instead, I'm going to be running the adventure from the Wrath and Glory starter set called Trader's Hymn. That is already scheduled. We should be resuming with session 3 of this D&D game the week after that. And that's what's coming up here. Chesh has a show over on her channel that's coming up in about a half hour. So if you wanted to go check that out, if any of my mods want to leave a link to Dumbfect Friday, please do. And the next thing for me is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be live on my main channel at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So there you go.
Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.